Hey everyone, I'm back for another review video. I'm going to be reviewing an old preschool show. This one is called The Fimbles. This show aired on CBeebies in the UK. It's an episodic series of these sock puppet creature things called the Fimbles. I mean, just look at these things and tell me that they're not sock puppets. I'm first going to talk about the TV show, and then I'm going to talk about the book, which is where it originally came from. The show, I'm actually not really sure where this is meant to take place, but it is pretty cool looking. This bird looks like it's struggling to fly. And now we meet the Fimbles. Anyway, now it's time to talk about our main characters. The one in green and yellow is called Fimbo, the one in blue and purple is called Flory, and the smallest Fimble in green and pink is Pom. The other side characters are mostly just puppets. There's a blue frog named Rocket. He might have derpy eyes most of the time, but his puppet movements are pretty good. This one rolling like Sonic the Hedgehog is called Roly Mo. He's a mole. And lastly, the fat bird I talked about earlier is called Bessie. The show itself is an episodic series with the Fimbles playing with each other and getting into random mischief. And then at some point in the episode, they get this thing called a fimbling feeling. What the heck's going on? No, seriously, what is going on? I thought this was a feeling inside, not from the outside. What the heck?
I can feel it twinkling. I can hear a sound. It's telling me there's something waiting to be found.
Anyway, whenever they get this fimbling feeling, a random thing appears in their land. They're just mostly things that relate to people's everyday lives. The Fimbles goof around with it for a little bit, and then Bessie and Rocket talk to them about what they are and what they're really used for. The show then puts some live action segments with real people using the things. After understanding what the things are, the Fimbles do their own thing with them. At some point in the episode, Roly Mo ends up pulling out a storybook and reads a story about the things that the Fimbles are using. And when he tells the stories, there's multiple different styles of 2D animation. That's mostly all there is to the show. Now it's time to talk about the book where the show got inspiration from. It was called Luciana and the Finders. It shows the same Fimble characters, but except they're not called the Fimbles, they're called the Finders. The difference between the Fimbles and the Finders is that they don't find things, they actually steal them. The plot for the book is that the Finders take Luciana's horse away. The plot also explains that Luciana tries everything she can to outwit the Finders. The Finders also threaten to eat her alive. I guess the main characters of this preschool show got inspiration from 3 other characters that had a dark story. And that's pretty much it. So now, what do I think about this show? The characters of this show kind of feel weird. As I mentioned before about the Fimbles and the Finders, they're pretty much just sock puppets with arms and legs. Whenever they get their fimbling feeling, or whatever it is they're feeling at that moment, that's the weirdest part of the show. The side characters, like Roly Mo, have their own spin-off shows. It mostly takes place in the same world, just with different characters that you don't see in the Fimbles. Also, one more thing. The Fimbles are not the only child-friendly characters that have a dark origin story. There's the original fairy tale counterparts like Alice in Wonderland, the original Littlest Mermaid, even the original Snow White. There's also nursery rhymes that have dark origin stories, but that's for another time. And that's my review for the Fimbles and the Finders. If you have any questions about the show, or if there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.